had 20 kids go through this place. Last year, about a year and a half ago, we had room for a couple more kids, and we were in the process of building some dorms. So we went and got these two children, and they came here on a Monday. And on the Tuesday morning, our house girl came and said, a friend of mine, mother just died, and they have 4 children, and the grandmother's 93 years old. We thought, oh, what are we going to do? We just brought two in. We don't really have room for 4 right now, although we were building new dorms, so we would have. And so we thought, well, we have a room in our house, so let's go have a look and see what's going on in that place. So we went to the village and we found this. It wasn't a grandmother, it was a great-grandmother. The grandmother had died, and there was this great-grandmother, and she was 93 years old. She could hardly walk. There were some aunties there, but they had their own families. They had nothing. And this Gogo says, how can I look after these children? Because the children were 11, 9, 7, and 4. And 2 of them were HIV positive. And their mother had just died the Friday before. And they had nothing. They hadn't eaten since the mother had passed away because there was no food in the house. There was absolutely nothing. And so we expedited the process, going to social welfare, and you have to go to court and everything. And by that Friday,
1 week after
the mother
died,
4 days after we heard about them,
we had them in the home.
We brought them.
We felt it was a real gift from the Lord that we got to bring them right in the house with us and just tuck them right in close beside us.
And they have been a joy. The oldest one, Tama, she's one of the ones with HIV. She's just brought a joy into this place. And the 2 middles, same thing. They're just a joy. Like they just are such a. At first, of course, it was difficult because they just lost their mother. I mean, these children come and they're broken when they come, right? And the youngest one, she was only 4 when she came, and of course she quickly, fit in. But after she was here for, how long were they here? About a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, she said to her older sister, "Okay, can we go to the hospital to see Mom now?"
Yeah, I want to find their mom.
But there was no mom, right? But they have fitted in amazingly. And then a few months after they came here, the Agogo passed away too. So yeah, there would have been nothing for them. So our dormitories that we've had are been pretty run down. They were just built with mud and brick, and they're very low and very hot. So we wanted to build new dorms, and it's the same thing. Like every time we started making plans, we had nothing.
Yeah.
And Joan said, let's just start drawing the plans out for these things. So we drew the plans, and somebody came up with the money to do the foundation and the first room.
Sure.
And then the second room, and then the third, and now we've completed.
So how many domes are there now?
There's 4 now. Yeah. But we're now drawing out plans for the next ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
And at the same time, we started a church here, and we were meeting outside under the trees. And of course, every time it rained, we couldn't meet. And so we collected some money through the collection over a year. And we said, you know what, let's start something. Let's at least put up a pillar that we can put up some wood poles and some plastic or something so that we can at least have a bit of shelter. So we started to dig the foundations and stuff. We started on a Monday. And the next Sunday, I told the congregation, let's just go down and pray around this church and pray, for God to see a way that we could build a church and have it complete. And so we went down and we prayed around the church. And we never put in a newsletter. We never even told anybody we were building a church. We never said anything. that Friday, we got an email saying, from somebody says, I think you guys need to build a church. Here's the money for the church.
Wow.
Every child that has come in, we've seen amazing changes in their life, like God has touched them through difficult circumstances. You know, they're children, and they come in broken. You know, they've lost their parents.
Yeah.
Lots of them, the relatives that they have rejected them. You know, they're like throwaway kids. And the one boy we have, he was left in a maize field to die,
Sure.
and you know, his relatives didn't want him. You know, and they come here, and God touches them, and they're such a joy to us. I can't imagine that anybody would want to throw them away.
Yeah.